Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. One of those quick starts because I've got a little bit of resin to use up. My no waste bear is full, so let's crack out a coaster and have an experiment and remove my malleus hairs. Now I have this, you can buy this stuff that's actually to go in silicone moulds. I wanted to find out, I know I'd be able to put this in there with just resin, but I wanted to find out, since I've got coloured resin, if I put a very thin layer down first and then put some of these, would it still shine through? Let's find out. Now, I have orange resin. I'm going to try and do a very, very, very thin layer. And try and sandwich these. Now I'm going to try and pick, because it came from packaging, it's slightly curved. So I'm going to try and pick the flattest of the flat. I'm going to use a cocktail stick to poke it down. So I see the tiny, tiny, tiny bit of heat that's coming from the resin is making this want to curl. I'm hoping when there's some over the top as well, it'll counter that. That one I have to push all the way down because it had some air trapped behind it, so I'm going to have to poke it down. And since I've poked that one down, I may as well poke the others down. And I've just opened the back door to keep it nice and airy in here, and the first thing that comes in is a fly. I'm hoping it's a fly, it's buzzing like a wasp. It's a wasp. I'm going to have to deal with that. Right, let's change up the game plan ever so slightly now that a bloody wasp. I'm going to have to bleep that out now that a wasp has come in here and disrupted the party. Okay, let's move those around, try and get one more in there. Right. Then I've got to go and hunt this wasp down. Okay, we'll come back when that's cured. It looks like I've already answered my question because I can see it shining right now. And it's looking pretty cool. Okay, let's have a look. So we're cured. We've got a bit of rippling going on, but I think that's because of the excess moisture that was in the house that day. I think, because it seems to have been fine apart from that. Let's pop it out and find out. Yeah, we're cured. We look slightly ripply all the way through, but we have our question answered. Right, very ripply in certain places. It is cured. It did take a lot longer than normal. I won't lie, I was having a bad resin day. I do, well, lately anyway, I'll do a chunk of resin videos in one day because I have to take up a lot of space setting up everything, like a place to mix and pour and so on and so forth. Then I've got another designated area where it's curing and another designated area where I've got all my bits. So I try to do a bit of a batch sort of day, and I had a bad day. This was one of the pieces that came out fine. In the up and coming videos, we'll see some of the bits that didn't come out so fine. So, apart from not being the best pour, I have answered my question. Can I put that foil in there? And will it shine through? And it does. And it looks pretty cool. It would look better if the pour was better. Because I think you can see it looks like I've mixed glitter in there, and I don't think I have. I think this was just... I don't think I have. I think that's just a bajillion little bubbles. But that's okay. We didn't have any big bubbles trapped under there, which is good. No big bubbles trapped this side either, which is good. So I am glad that I kept that stuff because I will be able to use it. As for the bad resin day, well, we'll learn more about that in the other videos. What I can tell you about this particular one was, usually my curing takes around 4 to 8 hours with the help of the mat. This didn't cure for over 10 hours, so I'm not surprised it's got issues. It had them. So, but we will look at that and question that in the up and coming videos. To answer our question for this particular video, can I use that foily stuff? Yes, I can. Will I have to find a way to keep it flat? Yes, I will, because that isn't going to stay flat. Is it something that I'm going to have to try and do when it's on the verge, you know, do it literally in layers, so it's on the verge of curing, so it'll stick flat, but the heat of the resin won't curl it because it's going to be sticky enough. If this makes sense, it's going to be sticky enough to hold it flat. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out when we come back to it. So, yes, a far from perfect result, but a question answered. Let me know what you think. Did you learn something from this? I will be learning quite a bit, hopefully, when I look at getting the others out. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed this far from perfect coaster. I can add it to my collection of one-off far from perfect coasters. Like if you like what you see, comment if you got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you all again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.